Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to Monday night's Everton 24/7 daily report. It certainly has been a manic Monday, one of the busiest news days for a good week or so now, and tonight's top story is one to possibly get very excited about. I mentioned yesterday that Arsenal were looking to loan Malcom from Barcelona, but now Everton are apparently set to submit a €35 million bid for the Brazilian winger, and that's according to Mohamed Bouhafsi, a freelance journalist. Like I said, it is one we could get very excited about if any more develops, and that showed in our Toffee Blues opinion poll tonight. We've run a few of these, and they've generally been very mixed, but Malcom got the nod from 92% of you guys, by far the most unanimous vote of approval that we've had of any player this summer. And in my opinion, there's plenty of reasons behind that. I think Malcom ticks all the boxes for us. He's a left-footed winger. He's 22. He's quick. He's tricky. And most of all, I think he's openly up for sale by a club who we seem to have a good working relationship with. And maybe because of that, we might be able to get him for a decent price. And even if the price stays at €35 million, I think that's a good price for a guy with as much talent as this lad. He may be tough to get. The likes of Arsenal, PSG have been linked as interested, maybe even Spurs. But let's hope Malcom maybe sees the progress of the likes of Gomez and Digne, and they've made some progress since swapping Catalonia for L4, so maybe he might see that and be convinced to jump on board. Fingers crossed. Whatever happens, it now looks as though Malcom will have to be our left-footed winger of choice, though, because the only stronger link to us than that was David Neres, but he's spoken out today and said that his future remains at Ajax for at least another season. While that's a shame, as he's clearly a talent, I openly said on here before that I preferred Malcom over Neres. It was very tight, but I think Malcom was going to be the better value option and obviously was more likely to be up for sale. And clearly that's proven to be the case. And it seems now that that will be the only viable deal, if any of them are doable. But I think Malcom can be done. We've just got to really go at it now. And according to Marco Silva, it is the priority. So hopefully we'll see some progress on that. And fingers crossed, it might be, like I said, it could be a very exciting sign if we can pull that off. Now, as I've said in recent days, it might be quite a wait to find out where we stand on the Kurt Zouma front. With that in mind, there is a new centre-back linked with us today, and that's Adama Soumaoro. He's wanted by us along with Crystal Palace and Lazio, and according to La Voix du Nord, which is a local newspaper in Lille, and that's who he currently plays for, he helped Lille qualify for the Champions League last season, and at 27 he is slightly out of our age bracket. So I'm not sure whether he has the potential for growth that maybe Marcel Brands usually looks for in his players, but nonetheless he has got the physicality that may help plug any Zouma-shaped gap that we might, if we're not able to bring Zouma back. But maybe still, just keep an eye on that one. I think any alternative to Zouma at the moment might be necessary, given that it seems like it's going to drag out the Kurt Zouma saga, if you like. Outgoings now, and there are plenty of them, many of which I'm glad to say may well be music to Evertonian ears. None more so than our main outgoing today, which is Kevin Mirallas. And now this one looks as if it may well be nearly done. Belgian football website Voetbal24 appear very confident that he will return to Belgium to play for his first club, Standard Liège. They're managed by Belgian goalkeeping legend Michel Prudhomme, and apparently Mirallas has a good relationship with him. His contract at Everton is expiring at the end of this season, and for me, the time has come for him to leave Everton sooner rather than later. So hopefully this deal gets over the line and Kevin Mirallas will be off our books within the coming days. Another winger who may well be off is Ademola Lookman. Now, he was hotly pursued last summer by Leipzig, and it looks as though the East Germans are back on the hunt again for his signature, albeit this time granted with an improved bid. They are now offering £18 million plus £4.5 million in add-ons, which is a significant increase on the £13 million, which was pretty insulting what they offered last summer. But for me, I think it's still not enough. I think we're talking about a club here who've qualified for the Champions League, and it's no secret that they've got a lot of money. I'm pretty sure they can stump up a bit more money for a player who they clearly rate, and I'm sure Marcel Brands will do his best to try and get at least a bit closer to maybe the 25 million mark for him. If Tyrone Mings is worth 20 million, he went to Aston Villa for 20 million yesterday. If he's worth that, surely we can get a little bit more for Ademola Lookman. So let's see how that pans out. Now, Turkish sports journalism is known to generate some wacky rumours, but this may well be the strangest one yet. Trabzonspor are apparently interested in signing Matthew Pennington. Would you believe? Well, that's what the Turkish news outlet Star appear to believe anyway. You'd imagine Brandon Silva want Pennington moved on, given that he's become quite the journeyman in the last 2 years or so in terms of loans. But he is 24 now and he's coming into his prime, and it appears that said prime will not be anywhere near good enough for Marco Silva's Everton team. He was a rare decent performer last year for Ipswich when they were relegated to League One, but that relegation may stand in their way in terms of buying him permanently, and hopefully a surprise move to Turkey could see us turn an otherwise unlikely profit on a player who is otherwise surplus to requirements. So hopefully a bit more cash in the coffers there for some signings, you never know. Finally, another young player has signed professional terms, and that is Norwegian under-21 international Einar Iversen. Yet another one to sign professional terms. He's signed a 3-year contract, and he already plays, like I say, for under-21 level for his country, Norway. He said, "I have developed a lot since coming to Everton," and then went on to state his ambition to break into Dave Unsworth's under-23s team for the new season. And given he's already playing at a level above his age range at international level, I'd like to think this lad does possess what it takes. So let's keep an eye on him, and best of luck to Einar Iversen for the new season. I'm not actually going to finish there. I'm going to finish with something which, if Twitter was anything to go by last night, is anything but breaking news. But well done anyway to Richarlison. We thought his Copa America may well be over with his mump scare, but he came back with a bang. He scored a penalty late on last night to seal the win for Brazil in the Copa America final. So Brazil are Copa America champions, and funnily enough, a player called Everton also scored in the same game. So maybe it was the final for Everton all round. He actually became the first player to score in a major international final whilst on the books of Everton, which I was quite surprised by that. And he may well be the first, but here's to hoping he is not the last. Well, there you go. I'm going to need a lie down after that, to be honest with you. It's been a busy day and we've not been used to that recently, but that is how we like it. Hopefully more of the same tomorrow. So be sure to tune in for tomorrow's daily report. Until then, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks again for watching on the Toffee Blues.